Let's go!
We are back, baby. We are back. Here's our friend,
Mr. Purple. Yeah!
That's right. That's right. Kyosuke. Right. Onegaishimasu. Hajimemashite.
Let us begin.
My brother.
Oh, you're back. You've
Let's
been on
go.
a world tour.
I've been on a world tour. Man, I got so many goodies today. I have probably close to 20 or over 20 goodies. Not even including the Argos fragrances we're gonna review. But man, I went to Florida, got some stuff. I ordered stuff online. I just have so many things to share. First things first, I'm gonna show Sensei Grant what I picked up in Florida. So we went to Boca Raton.
Oh.
Boca Raton, a mall in Boca, the town center, I think mall. But they had a bunch of designer stores like Neiman Marcus and Saks and yada yada. They had so much stuff. It was overwhelming.
Boca Raton's an interesting place. If you see an elderly gentleman wearing light pink pants, don't mess with them.
Yeah.
Like, do not mess with them.
Watch out for that guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
So Sensei Christian
You wanna see
travels the world.
You want to see the first pickup?
Yeah. Travels the world teaching karate.
I don't know if this is going to be up your alley, but
I've been up some alleys in Boca Raton. Ah, all right. So I know right away that this is a by Killian. Which one is this? Angel Share. Yeah.
have you had that?
My wife wears this.
Does she?
I love it.
No way.
I love
it.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah. It's
Yeah, man.
what I get is cinnamon,
Cinnamon,
right?
a
Which
little
is
apple maybe, like a cinnamon, like
Like
a
a-
cinnamon vanilla.
yes.
Some people like maybe like a little apple pie reminiscent, but more of a cinnamon vanilla. I almost like it
As-
better than Baccarat. It's got that
Ooh.
feel to it.
See, this is where you and I are of different vintages. Like, I appreciate this and I love the smell of it. This is getting close to that line of things that I would wear in public.
You wouldn't wear it?
I would. It depends on what I'm doing. It would have to be like super cash and fun. But
I mean, I like Baccarat better probably because it's got more sentimental value. But this
Sure.
one, I mean, it was a decision between this and Vanilla Sex by Tom Ford.
I think you chose wisely.
I loved it, you know, kind of vulgar name, but I loved it. But $400, $405 for a 50 mil. I'm like, I got this for 270 or something. But I'm gonna be wearing this. I know I'm gonna be wearing this a lot. It's right up my alley. I like the sweet,
Yeah.
the sweet synthetic ones, and this kind of is up that alley.
Does this one refill?
Yeah, it's a refillable.
So, just fair warning, maybe some of you experienced this, but I had this problem because I didn't know that these tops unscrew, and my wife came to me one day with the whole atomizer stuck in here, and I couldn't get it out, and she's like, here's the bottle, can you fix this? And I got it loose, and I tried to crimp it back on, and it didn't work until I realized that you just have to screw it on.
But it's a sick one, guys. It looks like
It's
like
beautiful.
an old fashioned or like a whiskey in a jar type of thing.
This
In a
is
glass.
This is a bold move because there's so many rip-off inspired by fragrances out there, like Kumra, and I mean there's legions of other just
I'm glad you know
dupes.
of it. I mean,
But this,
I know it's
they
not
don't
your
come
cup
close.
of tea, but I was like, after smelling some of the Tom Fords, which after going into the artisanal niche route, I've been loving that. But there's something true and there's something like it's like an old noble steed type of thing about the Tom Fords. It's like a classic you can go back to, you can throw it on. There's something classic, even though we go in this route. You know, I feel like Tom Ford was up my alley, and especially because actually another sensei down in Florida who teaches for us said he layers vanilla sex with tobacco vanille,
Ooh.
and it brings out the vanilla, just
Ooh.
punches. And I'm like, how do you do it? Do you just layer it on top? He's like, no, I do tobacco vanille on the forearms, vanilla sex around the neck. So I waft tobacco vanille, but when parents and females come close for the hug, you smell the vanilla. I'm like,
Multi-sensory
are you
sensei.
freaking serious? Yeah, so it was like, he was like, pull the trigger, you gotta buy one. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. More bang for the buck for me for now. I might try and find the smaller 31 on Joma. So I might get that or something.
You haven't even sprayed this, and I can smell it over here.
Yeah.
It's an amazing fragrance. If you have one of the inspired by clone fragrances, I'm happy for you, but do consider at least getting a decant of the OG, because it's really a special perfume.
Oh my gosh.
Especially younger dudes out there. Do it.
Yeah, it's just great. So anyway, that's my pickup from Florida.
That's
all right, moving on.
Number one.
Number one.
How do you top that? How do you top that?
All right, what do I go with next? All right, here's what I'm gonna go with next. All right,
All right, hold on. I'm not looking.
one word.
Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Julian.
Julian Raskinay. No, what did you purchase?
Russian tea.
Oh, cool, man.
Have you smelled this?
You know what? A long time ago, I smelled it, but I need to smell it again.
But not only that, Russian Tea Oud.
No. Yeah! Yes! Russian Tea Oud. So that whole line, they did a lot of these fragrances where they took like the best sellers of Mosque Milano and then put oud in them.
They gave me another free sample. Oh, that's Russian Tea Oud. They gave me Shoutout.
Oh, you got this from Perfumology?
Yeah.
So this stuff, this is from the, we'll talk about that. That's a great fragrance.
I only bought Russian Tea Oud. I only wanted to try Russian Tea Oud. They sent me the original Russian tea and that free.
The fella who runs it, his name's Nir, right? Is fantastic. He and his mom, I think he grew up in Graz, so the man has perfume like in his DNA, and he's just the sweetest fellow. He is.
I emailed him. He emailed me back. I said I'd post it on the channel. He was really nice.
I'm going to Philly in a few weeks, and I'm
Oh, is
definitely
that
going
his
to
store?
That's his
No
store.
way.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful
No
shop.
way.
Man. You should come to
That
Philly.
was the
with me.
one that was yeah. That was the one where you had the oud. The hibiscus.
Mahajad, yeah.
Yeah, and
From
that was that store.
Crivelli. Yeah, beautiful store.
So I got 3 samples of that.
All right. Let's do. Oh man. So.
This is just
Russian
the ice
tea.
tip of the iceberg.
All right, no, then let's
What?
get sniffing, because I want to smell Russian tea and Russian Tea Oud. This is Perfumology's private line. So
Really?
So I don't know. I know they have perfumers do it, but I don't know if Nir is the creative director. This is a fantastic fragrance. Like,
Do you know it?
I had a decant of it. I had this same style of decant
Of the same one?
of the exact same one, and I wore it out.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're gonna
Perfect.
like that?
Perfect.
You're
What do
definitely
we start? Let's start with Russian tea, the original.
Yes. OG Russian tea.
What do you want? I can't go on skin with all of these because literally they're all amazing. They're all amazing.
You know, I'll go on skim with this because one of our viewers, thank you very much, mentioned that when you do ouds, going on paper with ouds, especially low quality paper, just doesn't capture the essence.
So what do you want to do? This one's just Russian tea.
All right, let's go.
You do it.
Yeah,
You do it.
I will do up.
I don't know the notes. I don't know anything.
All
I
right.
just saw Julian Raskinay and the oud, and then
Well, right off the top, it smells like alcohol. Oh, hold on. So, are you a tea drinker?
That's beautiful. What is it? A green or black tea? Like a black tea?
It's a really pungent age. This is almost like Lapsang Seichong, like a little smoky. Do you get a little smoke?
Like you're drinking tea with like an incense stick in the background. You know, like a Like a tea ceremony type of thing? No?
What it's given me here, it's given me that moment when you have your tea, right? So you unbox it, put it in your thing, and then all of a sudden, the first second, so you already have the tea smell in the air, right? The dry tea. And then you hit it with that, what's it called? Boiling water. And it just becomes aromatic. See, there's something that pushes off this, right?
It has
You
like
can
a
feel it
freshness
boiling.
too, though. That's killer. Julian
This is a
Rascanet,
great-
baby.
Yeah, this is a great fragrance. So this already has, to my nose, a tiny little bit of something animalic in it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it does.
right? So like, yeah, it's got something animalic at the base.
It's very complex. Like, it's not just tea. It's complex.
This is something where we'll look at the notes and I'll say, I don't smell any of that.
Look at the Russian Tea Oud, though. I mean, the font and everything, red and black are my favorite colors.
They got
Red's
his
my
name
favorite.
on there. Yeah.
That
looks like
is sick. That's sick.
something out of Star Wars.
Are we good? You want to go on skin as well? Similar spot? Other
We
spot?
gotta. I'll go over here.
So we can compare.
That way I'm going home smelling dope tonight.
Dude!
Whoa.
The red. Oh my goodness.
And you've not smelled this yet.
Nope.
Oh,
I waited.
wow.
I waited for everything.
No way.
Dude,
What a
everything.
guy.
I waited. The whole
Love
thing.
it.
The whole thing.
Thank you. Let me get this. All right. I'll just do like that little tiny spray because I think like the street value on that's over $700 a bottle. It's really expensive.
Have you got your nose on it ever?
I've never.
Here, one more. Come on, man.
This.
There you go.
Oh. So I already like this better than Laboratorio Olfactivo's Oud and White, right? Like,
Are you serious?
this is a blue cheesy kind of oud to my nose that has something a tiny bit fruity, but then smoky,
tea.
cheesy, yeah. Tea.
It's weird how they made tea kind of fruity.
It definitely has a fruity touch right off the top.
If you said this was a Frederick Mall or something, I would believe it.
I think this is the quality is amazing, but I think this is a little more challenging than any of the Desert Gems by Frederick Mall, except for the Night. The Night's just pure funk. This is, it has that thing when you smell it.
Well, speaking
you can
of that,
smell the vibration. What is that? No.
yo,
No.
yo, straight up, straight up.
What?
Come on, baby. I got Dawn and the Night.
Dawn and the Night.
Do you have Dawn?
I have a 50 ml of Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the Night?
I've smelled the Night one time at the Frederick Mall store, so I know it was a legit Night, and we bought that complete like rip-off fake clone of the Night
Canted sample.
from Turkish Souk.
I got the 2 ml.
Wow, that's a lot of juice in there. I'm not even gonna ask, bro. That's like $50 a mil.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was hefty.
Where did you purchase that
This
from?
one was split scent. Or
Split?
scent split?
Scent Split. All
I
right.
don't know.
I've heard of them. I've never done any business with them.
I don't know if I don't know.
You know what? How about this?
We'll save it for the Frederick Mall video.
Yeah, because I think that if you spray that, we're not gonna be able to smell anything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's some precious stuff.
Yeah.
That's beautiful though. Wow, what a pickup.
That's
pickup.
another one.
Do you know what I want to do too?
What about the Dawn? I kind of want to smell Dawn just because it's a...
Dawn to me smells like, well, here, I'll let you smell it and then I'll tell you. I love Dawn, by the way. A lot of people hate, love it.
Is this the one you bought or Hope? Didn't you buy Hope?
Oh,
You have Hope.
snap. I have Hope.
Not
Yeah,
Dawn.
I have Hope. Sorry. I don't have, I smelled this in store. This is the frankincense.
It smells like a Filippo.
Yep. Ooh, but it's that's smoother than
That's
a
smoother,
Faluper.
though.
That's way
Smoother
smoother.
than a Faluper. Dude, all right,
Oh,
we're gonna save
That's
this.
nice. I remember smelling Dawn in store, and it came off a little incensey and frankincense-y and a little redundant.
Yeah.
And it was like, should I get Hope or should I get Dawn? And I went with Hope because Hope to me smells like a very expensive version of Oud for Greatness. And I love Oud for
Let's
Greatness.
smell these tea ones again.
Yeah. All right.
The tea ones.
So this is the OG.
Now it's like a clean black tea.
Very clean.
Let me smell.
You can smell that. If that smells clean, it'll be amazing.
That's a great one, though. That's a great one.
The blending, do you know what? So it opened blue cheesy.
Now
It's coming down into that
Animalic.
animalic, but niche, beautiful.
Yeah, it's like oh, that's what I mean. It doesn't remind you of Frederick Mall, though.
Yes, it totally does now.
That does have that like promise DNA, like a promise type of thing. If promise had oud, because promise doesn't have oud.
Promise doesn't have oud, and Promise is sweeter with the apple. This is no apple. This is a little greener.
This is like if you took the deep darkness of that, you know. I don't know how to describe it, but I think of like the juice house, like a dark golden brown. That gives me dark golden brown tea that's like very well blended. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it.
This to me is almost, it's a volatile fragrance. It just kind of like leaps off your skin. It's like trying to hold a frog.
Yeah.
In the wild. It's like, whoosh. And just one more thought and we can move on.
Yep.
So Chanel has never done an oud fragrance. I think the closest thing they've done in that line would probably be Le Lion with the labdanum. If Chanel were to do an oud, I think this is what it would smell like, because
Chanel.
it's got that very expensive Les Exclusives like
On the
style
top.
on the top. On the top.
It's like hovering over this like beautiful. It's like in the air, this like brightness, but it's also got that heavy. It's unreal.
This smells like, yeah, like a beautiful woman in a houndstooth skirt with a leather clutch getting out of an elevator on Madison Avenue after she's been smelling ouds and then met a friend at the Chanel counter.
That's it. What he said.
That's exactly what happened.
Guys,
That's exactly
we
what's
got to smell the next one.
All
Here.
right.
I want to smell this one.
Smell it. It's really good. I would actually love to own a bottle of this, as a matter of fact. So this is Perfumology's. What's it called?
Sudute? Sudute?
Yes.
Sudute. Like
Sudute.
karate? Sudute?
Southern tea.
I don't know.
You can go on paper with it.
Yeah. It's not like a oud.
No, I do remember this having a more molecular style to it.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
No, they don't. Even their samples, man. Whoa, look at it on here. It went everywhere.
I get it
Man.
over here. It's beautiful.
So this is an in-house, their storefront. Like it's just them, one store in Philly.
As far as I know, it's just
And-
that store, because when I was there, he was boxing orders. I made my purchase and he hand pumped all of my samples. He gave me like 12 samples. It was unreal.
And you bought what? Just one bottle?
Yeah, I bought the hibiscus Mahajad. But the
That's
custom.
amazing.
So this, yeah, I want to smell this again.
I'm not a freshie, but I'd wear that totally.
This is fresh the way Maison Crivelli's Santal Volcanique is fresh,
Yup.
but without the Santal smell. So it almost has, like, if you told me this was a Maison Crivelli Quinton Biche fragrance with no Aki Dala wood, I would totally believe you. It's a beautiful fragrance, and I think for the money, it's killer value. I don't know who the perfumer is, but check it out.
That's unreal.
It's very good. That's a great sample.
That's why we do things, guys.
That's a great spring fragrance.
goodness,
You're gonna
yeah.
love that come spring. Yeah, but this oud is still
Let me see.
Russian Tea Oud.
It almost reminds me of that oud maracuja oud. It almost had the maracuja vibe to it.
It is getting like leatherier, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
didn't
still
start out that way.
something. No, it
Can I
didn't.
see the tea one? Good, and then the other one. You can tell this is oud right away, but this almost has like a feeling an impression that there could have been oud. It's just not heavy like oud.
There's something in the base
Yeah.
that has a really nice sparkle to it that puts me in the mind of oud. But this is beautiful. I wish this stuff wasn't $700 a bottle. What a pickup, man.
Dude, all right. I don't even know where to go from here because the next pickup, there's 15 of them. There's 15 of them. So
I don't even have that many fingers.
I might have to show you, and we might have to make another video. That's what it is.
That's fair enough. So this is just a haul video. We don't have to smell everything. 15. I'm not looking.
Guys.
Uh-oh. It's a box. I'm looking.
I'm not actually.
All right.
I don't know if any of my information was on there. What do I start with?
We are at Sensei Base Camp Antarctica Dojo. Sadly, we are not at the Florida Dojo. The Boca Raton
How do you
Dojo.
want me to break this out to you?
Listen,
You
I
want me
don't
to
even
just
know
start
what
reading?
you're doing.
You want me to just start reading what they are, or do you want me to start handing you them one at a time?
Ooh.
Or should I wait for the next one? Because this is kind of gonna spoil it.
What do you think will get me more excited, the reading or the actual looking?
I think blind smelling with a blindfold.
I don't have my blindfold. I might have my blindfold with me.
Next video.
All right, next
We're
video.
gonna leave you on a cliffhanger.
But there's 15 of them?
15.
All right, so I'm speculating this is a whole house, but I'm gonna guess. This is a straight up guess. Is it zoologist? No. All right, I'm not gonna guess anymore.
Nope.
All right, I did take one guess. That was an honest guess.
Good
All
guess.
All right.
Good
Bow.
guess. Kyotsuke. Have a great day. Right?
Arigato gozaimasu.
Guys, catch us in the next video.
Check out Russian Tea Oud. Baby.
Bang. Yeah, baby. Let's go.